I'd like to ask you, how did you work on your personal Miguel? Because in the series, we see you in parallel, the young Miguel and the adult Miguel. So I'd like to know, did you discuss or did you work separately?
Well, from the beginning, we didn't want to copy Miguel Bosé. We, as you said, we wanted to find our own Miguel inside us. So we worked a lot with the text, like working with any other character, and we got into the text, and we researched a lot. Like we read books, we watched interviews, all the shows he has on the internet. We watched it, and then we left all that apart, and we focused on the text, on the work with the directors, and working together to find some moves or the way he walks to have something in common in our Miguels.
Yeah, I mean, we work freely. I was working by my side, he was working by his side. Then we went all together with the directors, with Miguel and Fernando. We talk a lot. We talk a lot with Nacho Faerna, which is the showrunner of the series, and he was interviewing Miguel for 2 years. So there was a lot of information there. And finally, yeah, I mean, we find our own Miguel. We didn't want to imitate him at all. And finally, we put in common just a few things to give the appearance of one Miguel, no?
Have you met Miguel, the real Miguel? I mean,
Well, I'm lucky because I met Miguel so many years ago, like 25 years ago, and we are not close friends, but we're friends. And I had a bit more of information than Jose.
Yeah, I didn't know him at first, so I had to really look for all the information. But I knew him when the end of the shooting was close, because he came to the shooting, and he told us we were doing a great job. But we tried to make our own way, in order to not to copy him, not to
imitate
a lot of influence from him, because at the end of the day, it's a character. We built a character, and that's why we didn't want to be really close. And this was a decision we made with the directors, the producers, and ourselves. So.
watching the series, I got the feeling that Miguel lived his life with a great honesty towards himself. What struck you most about the character?
Well, I think the most challenging thing is, as you say, nobody knows Miguel really, from real, no? Because he has been so caring about his private life, no? He never talked about himself. Everybody knows Miguel Bosé, but not Miguel. And the most challenging thing was to get in there, no? And to get into this information. Nacho Faerna was talking to him so long, no? For so long. He was a big source of information. And the most important thing for us was to get into the Miguel's energy, Miguel, how he feels, why he moves, how he thinks, no? That was the most challenging thing, not to copy him in any sense, no? And I think for me was the most important thing.
Yes, the artist, the performer was really interesting, but the person in his private life was the most interesting thing.
if you heard the name Miguel Bosé, which is the first pictures that come in your mind? Because I immediately think about a song that in Italy is called Se tu non torni, and for me it's a beautiful memories. So
Sì.
what about you?
Elena, questa è una canzone meravigliosa. Once you'll see the last episode, you're gonna love it even more, because you're gonna understand why he wrote that song, and you're gonna love it. It's one of my favorites too.
Yes. The thing is, before the show, I thought, when someone says Miguel Bosé, I thought about him singing Morena Mia or something like this. And now when I think of Miguel Bosé, I see him on the Florida Park in the 77 singing Linda.
How important is today to find your voice, to follow your dreams as Miguel does?
I think it's really, yeah, as artists or as persons, as people, we have to find our voice and to follow our impulses, to be really free. Like nowadays it's really difficult, like follow your heart, because a lot of people talks and a lot of people tell you what to do. So it's really important to focus and to listen to you and know what you want and then go for it.
Yeah, and I think one of the, now that we finish it, one of the most important learnings for us studying Miguel and his life is that, no, the way he fought against everything, against his family, the society, to fought for the way he wanted to live, to feel, to express himself. I think this is the most important thing of the series. You know, how Miguel grow and take off the limits, no? The perseverance.
Grazie.
Grazie a te, Elena.
Grazie.